This is found in Pendulum, and I formally welcome you to the overview of the Midori's Traveler Notebook. So, the Midori Traveler Notebook is, as I have learned and understand it, the original Traveler's Notebook. So, in that in itself, I give tremendous respect because it's such a fun modular system that I think really unleashes creativity and individualization for everybody. So I just want to say that up front. I love the creation of this system and I love the product. But there's some things that, in my opinion, for my purposes, could use some modification and improvement. So this is an overview of this Midori Traveler's Notebook. And I think this is applicable to both sizes, the standard and this is the passport size. But the passport is what I'm specifically looking to be using. So that's what we have before us for consideration today. So this comes in a number of different colors, and some are special editions too. So that's something to be aware of that you can get their standard offerings, or you can get a special edition, which usually, if they're a present special edition, it'll be somewhat more expensive, and then sometimes come in some kind of package. Um, and then if it's a past special edition, you're going to have to go onto the used market to find it's going to be rather pricey. So that's just a foreword on that. So this is the passport size. It's about the size of your hand. And I'm going to show measurements on this also later. So a couple things to start off with. It came very beautifully packaged in this little box. I think it was like this maybe, and then it had an elastic around it. So simply packaged, nicely packaged. You know, yeah, you can see here too. It tells you everything that it comes with. So it did come with this kind of a woven, maybe cotton fabric, in which this came inside of, and then inside this. And I think this is really cute. It's lightweight. It feels nicely made. It doesn't feel too lightweight. Like it's lightweight, like not heavy, but it feels very sturdy. And um, I think you could use this to slip your traveler's notebook into to keep it from scratching because this is a pretty scratchable leather. But some people like the way that looks. So to each their own. If this got to be really thick, I think you would have some challenge fitting it back in. So that's what we have to say about the packaging. And then it did come with so that was the cotton bag. Then of course the leather cover. It does come with a notebook, refill and blank, and then a spare elastic band. It says rubber band, but I think elastic is what most of us refer to this as. So just so you know, there's one on here that holds the notebook closed. Then there's one inside of it that holds your notebook to the cover. So this is the one functional elastic, and then what attaches it, and this is a bookmark. Now there's two here because I snagged the one that came off the packaging, which was green. So I recommend you do the same thing. So that's kind of what it comes with. There's one little thing I would like to note on the point of the elastics that come in these Midori Traveler's Notebook sets. And that is that they came frayed and I had to deal with them. So I'm going to show you what I mean. That this and the one that came covering the packaging came like this. So all frayed up. They didn't bother to seal them or anything. So what I did is I trimmed these so that they won't continue fraying. And then now that, in my opinion, that's something that they should have done. And I know that other companies offer that. So I'm going to show you just very quickly how I accomplished it. I'm just going to get some scissors and trim that frayedness off like that. And that is fit for the garbage. And then get a lighter, put it on low, not high. And if you get too much heat on these, they'll just burn and be black and smell bad. So don't do that. We're just going to approach this really gently. So light it and then just slowly watch it until it melts and then stop. We don't want to, see, I lit that one on fire. And then it smells really bad. Okay, I'm going to redo that one. You have to be patient. And you can feel it when it's firm. Okay, done. It would have been nice if they did that for us, but we have it taken care of. Now the notebook is blank, and their full-size notebooks are 34 pages. I counted 32, so I think they must be counting this front page and this back page. But on any account, it's blank pages, and my understanding is they're fountain pen friendly and they feel nice and sturdy. It's a nice weight to them and they feel smooth and not too toothy or anything. So that comes with it, and then the elastics, which we've spoken about already. So here's a couple things to note. The elastic here and the bookmark are attached to this metal clasp, and you can have a repair kit and replace these when and if they lose their elasticity and become too loose and floppy. And my understanding is you would get a flathead screwdriver and kind of pry this open, replace them, and then hammer it back shut again. So that would be interesting. And you can buy the elastic replacements from Midori or from other means, and then, or retailers, whatnot. And then the bookmark also is attached. The bookmark feels like a thin, kind of woven with a lightly wax coating. And it has a little knot at the end. You could put a charm or a bead if you choose to. Then the other elastic, which in my opinion came way too tight, that left kind of marks on the notebook, you can loosen simply by untying it and repositioning where the knot would be. So this is a non-functional elastic. It just keeps it attached to the notebook. And then this singular elastic is what you would use to attach your actual notebooks on the inside. And the spine is flush. One of my favorite things about this notebook, aside from the nice quality of the leather and the color, this is camel, by the way, I love the metal clasp. I think that is such a nice looking accessory that really completes the look of Midori. It's such a simple item, but that gives it the brand to me. So I really like that. And I like that that everything is replaceable within the modular system, not just the notebooks, but that, in time when this wears out, you can replace them. I really like that. And the bookmark is a very nice touch. But what I really like also in the design, if we take a look at this, is on the spine, it's cut out right here and on this side as well. And I think there's two reasons they might have done that. One would have been maybe it makes it accessible to take the elastic out like this. But I think it's possible that they did that so that when you fold it closed, it releases some of the tension on the corners that allows it to lay flat instead of have a little bit more rigidness if those slits were not cut there. So I think that's very interesting just from a design perspective. And then we'll see on the back here that it says Traveler's Notebook, Traveler's Company, Japan, made in Thailand. And the older, more original versions of these Traveler's Notebooks by Midori will say Midori on them. And if they're a special edition, I think it says so on the back, as well as having whatever special color or design is on there. So let's jump into the function of these modular systems. This is where this notebook really shines compared to a spiral bound or a regular woven notebook or even a binder, is these modular systems. So you have this blank one that came with it already. And I suppose this would be the front, and you'd put, a title or decorated or whatever you'd like. And then in the back, it has some information to fill out, kind of like along with the style of actual passports where your name and your nationality and all that gets filled out. So it looks all official. The general way to insert this is down the center of the notebook insert. And then, you would put your bookmark wherever it belongs, like so. And then the elastic, oh, I did this wrong. There we go. The elastic would go horizontally across, not vertically like I almost attempted to do. So this is what comes as a starter, and that's all you need. So that's great. And if that's all you need, then you are ready to go. I'm going to show you the accessories that I chose to get right away, in my view, as a starter system with my notebook. So we've got the notebook. We'll put that aside for the moment. And I got this elastic connecting rubber bands. So 2 colors, 2 pieces of each, 2 kind of brown, 2 black. What I like about this system too is everything has a number. So if you want to make sure you're getting the right product, you can confirm by that number and look it up more easily. And on the back, it has some nice instructions. So we're going to do that in a minute. Then I got some additional inserts. So I got the Midori MD paper in cream. And okay, I did make an error, and I'd like to apologize for that right now. Back to the size of this. This must be a half one, because this is 64 in it. Oh no, I counted 32, so 64. Oh, okay, I'm not sure, confused. Okay, so anyway, this is the cream color instead of the just plain white that came with the notebook, which you can buy refills of also. So this one is, even the paper is cream on the outside, and then the inside is cream. So compared to this has a burgundy cover, and then there's the white. So you can see it by side. It's a soft difference. If you like more of a vintage antique look, this is a soft way. It doesn't look like yellow. It just looks cream. So we got that. And then I enjoy watercoloring. So I got the watercolor insert. And the thing I love about this is that they have, how did it say it? They have creases, I guess. So you can see maybe there that it is ready to be kind of bended and torn out. So I like that after you've painted, you can just tear it out and give it away or mail it or put it in somewhere else or just leave it in. And they're all like that. It's not just a few of them. So that had 20 pages. So I really liked that. And then I was very excited about this. This is so number 17. This is the sticker release paper. And it's pink on the outside, and then it has these waxy, you can kind of see how that's waxy. It's kind of like a really heavy duty parchment. It's kind of sticky. Not sticky, but yeah. But yeah, you can put let me see if I can find a page. I already started it. You can put your stickers in here, and you can insert them and move them very easily. There's really no, you can see even if I bend it, they just start lifting off. But I'd say it's very secure. So sticker release, I think that's such an awesome idea. I love that. So I got that also. And then I got these fun things, and these are pockets. So you can either apply these onto a notebook or a divider, or my understanding is onto the leather sleeve itself. Like you could insert this here. That way you can put little things on the side. And there's kind of a picture of how that's done. So I think that's really cool. They have inserts for that too, but you know, however. And then I also got the brass clip, which I am very excited for as well. And this is number 30. It says on it. This was 4. So I'm not going to be applying these today, but I wanted to show them to you just so you can see what they look like. And this is fabulous. The challenge I've had with other clips is that they're too sharp and rigid on the part that gets clamped, and so it can leave additional markings or indentations in your notebook or in your cover. So that's kind of what I think and feel about that. All right, so let me show you the elastics. These are the elastics, and there's a nice little kind of chart on how to use them, which I think is very handy. Let me get these out. Okay, so the whole idea with these elastics is that you want more than one notebook in your traveler's notebook, cover, basically. So if I follow the recommendations that were on the back of this here, we would attach 2 notebooks together and then slide it in. So let's start by trying that out. We'll put these 2 together, and we'll slip this rubber band over them. And I will do this nice and carefully because I don't want to ruin anything. Just like that. And I have everything straight, and now they are attached. Okay, so then I can slip this through here, just like that, and we're in business. That was very quick and very easy, I must say. So now you have 2 notebooks, and everything is looking splendid, and we're good. So let's try 3. And I want to start by saying that nowhere in any of the Midori's traveler notebook accessories, have I seen anything about putting more than 2 in here? Just saying. So 2 fits really well. Now the third one, I'm going to slip right in the middle. So I'm going to lift up the elastic, pull this through, and now we have 3. And I can kind of pull and adjust this a little bit like that. There we go. Okay, 3. This is where I come across issue with this whole Midori system. Here's for me the challenge, and it's not necessarily a challenge for everybody, but okay, I have 3, and here's my problem. One is that they're being pushed around a bit, and the middle one is poking out, okay, past the cover. I have OCD, so some people are probably going to be thinking, what's the big deal? Okay, let me try to rearrange these. I'm adjusting it, putting it right in the middle. Okay, now it's not poking out, but someone's always going to be shoved a bit. Okay, it's still just barely being covered by the cover, if you see that. And I don't feel great about that. Like, I'm just going to handle it like you would normal. See? So things are starting to protrude. And what I want you to keep in mind here is these are empty. So if I do nothing but write in them, they'll stay this thickness. But if I start using them for journaling, and, you know, I put some stickers in there and I put some pieces of paper, this is going to get chunky real fast. And if even them empty, they're barely fitting within the cover, then certainly they will not fit in a short period of time. So it's barely, to me, it's barely tolerable like this. But with use, everything is going to be starting to stick out and get fat, and the cover barely covers it. That's the challenge. That's with 3 inserts. Let me put the 4th one in. All right, I have another elastic band handy. So I'm going to put these 2 together. And then we'll do it in, there's lots of different methods to do this when you start piggybacking, just so you know. In fact, I don't think this is the best way, but we'll just do it just for a second. Okay, that's with 4. So things are definitely sticking out now, and I don't think there's any way that I can keep them contained. I'm trying to rearrange. Okay, that's, I think, the best we can do. So that's what we're dealing with. So again, maybe that's not, oh, excuse me, maybe that's not a big deal to you. I don't care for that. I would like them to all stay inside the cover. So that's, again, this is all personal preference. I'm just sharing what my findings are and what is working for me and what is not working for me. So that's how that all lands for me, and that's where the challenges and the issues are. It just doesn't feel very manageable, I suppose. I'm going to try slipping this in between this way and see if that makes any difference. Like that. Because that's another way of doing it. In fact, now I can take the whole thing out and move that over one. So like they're crisscrossing. See that? I think that'll add more stability. Yeah, that feels a lot more stable. Okay. Okay, I will say, if you're going to put 4 in here, to me, that crisscrossing makes everything feel a lot more stable instead of flopping around so much. So I think that's the best, perhaps, to get 4 in there. But again, I just, you know, that whole, it's just too much for this little thing. So to me, what my recommendation is if you would like to use a Midori Traveler's Notebook and you do not want your notebooks, like myself, to exceed the limitations of the cover itself, then 2 inserts is your best bet. And I think the limitations of the Midori notebook, I think things fit the way I would like to see them fit in here. And that is that nothing is exceeding the limitations of the cover. That way everything is actually staying within the cover and everything is being properly protected. Done. And, you know, this, it gives it a little room too for growth. Not a whole lot, mind you, though. There's not a whole lot of room there before this all falls apart. Or bulges out, whatever. So I think it is interesting that in the instructions, it doesn't say anything about exceeding 2 notebooks. I can't read what this actually says. It says, for the English version, please see the back side of this page. Okay. Yeah, so it says, oh, no, it does talk about putting a 3rd notebook in right here. Okay, well, it doesn't exceed 3 then. So those are the, I would say, probably the recommendations, and that was already pushing it in my opinion. So, but again, that's just me. A lot of people have so many notebooks in these things and they're bulging and they're bursting at the seams and they're totally fine with that. So that's cool. So yes, that is where we're at with this. I'm going to show you the measurements, but first I want to show you how this this clip works because I'm really happy with it. So let me open it to an obscure position, and then we would clip this and then be able to write in it like that. And I'd say everything holds actually quite flat. Of course, you have some pressure from the elastic up here, and you know, you can just hold it with your hand or put another clip if you have one, because you can clip it from the top or the side very easily like this and be able to write in it. So I think this is tremendous. And I'm going to show you in this whole process, measurements are very important to me so that I know how to reference them. So let's just take some measurements. We have just slightly over 5 1/4 and just slightly under 8 inches on this. We're 2 ticks short. So that's what we have. So overall, I really like this Midori Traveler system. It's modular. You can put everything and anything that you want in here. And I'm actually going to insert a clip too right now of scrolling through some of the Midori accessories. I think their accessories, they absolutely shine at. The thoughtfulness, um, the options are just wonderful. So I'll insert that. All right, so let's take a look at Midori's Traveler's Notebook Company USA website. Because I wanted to show you the accessories and so on. So we're going to start here just by looking at the regular size. They have black and brown and camel and blue. And I know that there is, I don't know if it's the new or limited edition of the olive. So yes, and then there's the passport sizes, same black, brown, camel, blue. Okay, so there's the olive. I'm pretty sure the regular size one comes in olive too, though, but I'm not sure. So you can check these out at several retailers. I'll list some links also because there are limited editions and so on available. Here's the refills or the inserts for the regular size. So, and again, like I was mentioned before, they're numbered, so that kind of helps keep everything straight when it comes to reordering. It looks like number 1 is lined, number 2 is grid, 3 is blank, 4 is the pocket sticker. So I showed you that one that I had ordered, only for the passport size. And then free diary. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, so it looks like a grid format, and then it's kind of just, for filling out information. Interesting. Okay, and then pocket sticker, so that's cool too. And then a card file, so that's to store cards. A zipper case, so that is very cool. I like that. I think that's a great add-on. It wouldn't take up much room. That's number 8. And then a 9 and 10 are repair kits, and I think the only difference, 9 and 9, is just different colors. So on the right, you'll see a more subdued one, on the left, more colorful. And then here's number 10 is another repair kit. A little bit different variation there. Looks like it has more cord in it. And then some double-sided tape. Binder refills. These are really cool. I didn't know about these. So you can archive your previous filled, now unused ones. I think that's brilliant. Love it. So it looks like here they have rods that go down the spine to secure them instead of rubber bands. So I think that's cool too. All right, 12 is sketch paper. I want to try that. That would be interesting. Lightweight. I saw that on a video of someone else and it looked very, very thin. So that could be cool. But, craft paper, free monthly diary, I think. Yep. So this is like a blank calendar that you can fill out. So I think the cool thing about this is like you can do it for the selected months that you want to. So say you only want to do it while you're on vacation or traveling instead of year round, then you can just do like, did a trip in March, do March, and then don't worry about it again until July or something. So that's cool. Free, don't know if this is the same thing, just different color. Oh, it's a different format. Okay, so this is cool. Oh, it's weekly vertical. All right, nice. Good to know. What's this? Okay, this is weekly and memo section. See, all the options they have are tremendous. Okay, I want to get one of these too. this is, of course, I just want it for the passport, but this is the craft insert. So if you got one of these little slots, you can put stickers in, and then behind that, the little holder section, you can put pieces of paper. See, I like that a lot. That's very cool. And then we have the connecting rubber bands, which I've already shown you. Sticky notes, film pocket stickers. What's this all about? Oh, I have not seen this before. That is very cool. I'm gonna have to find a retailer that has those. It looks like they're unavailable here too. That's so cool. Okay, then cream paper, dot grid, watercolor, which I showed you has like the perforations on it. Refill card file. What's this? Okay, so another option for storing cards and such. Cool, like it. 3-fold file. I have not seen all these. These are fabulous. Oh, cool. Yeah, like it. All right, sticker release, which I showed you, and it's totally awesome. I love it. Accordion. This is new also. I saw this on Abby Sai. Isn't that cool? I like what they're doing. Okay, now they have some limited edition, and I'm not familiar with these. Okay, so message cards. Okay, so you like punch them out. Okay, that's fun. A letter pad. Okay, so likewise, it's like something that you can pull and tear out. I'm trying to think if I would actually utilize that. I think that would be handy for writing notes that you would hand out to someone, so yes. Okay, and then they have several monthlies. Pretty standard. And then I think this is a weekly and memo. So that's cool too. I think this is the last one. This is weekly vertical. And they have the sticker set. So that's really cool to get you started if you like doing stickers. Oh, these are really cool. So these clear files, I'll say too that they have releases every year with different decorations. I think these are cool for like separating categories though, and you can even put those, let me show you what I was thinking of. You can even put those little divider things, these right here. You can put these on that clear file if you don't want to put it on your actual cover. So I think that's really cool too. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's the passports. I'm not gonna go click on everything again because it's the same, just smaller. Lined, grid, blank, zipper, lightweight, freely monthly, free diary, sketch paper, craft paper folder, connecting, paper cream, dot grid, watercolor, the binder again, sticker release, sweet. Accordion, the message card, and the monthlies. This must be especially for this. What is this? Notebook refill. Oh, okay, so I think they have some special edition notebooks that, this looks like cream, that have a design on it. I think that's cool. All right, then they have pen holders. So these clip on to wherever you pick and hold your pen. So I think that's a very tasteful way to do that. And then we have the brass clips. So I got the one on the right, and then there's the other design on the left with an airplane as well. And there you have it. Okay, now I want to show you this on Etsy. You can find it on multiple places that sell items. I mean, they're brand new, but you know what I mean by the marketplace. So, Traveler's Factory zipper cotton case. So, two on the left are the um, standard size, regular size, and then the two on the right are for the passport. So, this is what they look like, and then they have this little closure and a zipper on the right, and you can on the side where the closure is, you can put cards and pieces of paper or stickers or whatnot. And then on the zipper side, likewise, you can use it as a wallet or just to store stationary goods and so on. But I think these are very cool. They've already been discontinued, is my understanding, so they're kind of difficult to come by a little bit, and also they're a bit pricey. I don't know what the original pricing for these were, but now, um, even brand new, it looks like we're looking around $50. So that's that. Okay, now I was mentioning the limited edition items. So I'm on Yoseka Stationery, and I'm gonna scroll down. So here's for the regular size. This is some of the, it's like a writing underlay or a pencil board. So this is the special edition for 2024. Presently it's on pre-order. So check those out. There's the passport one too. And it has a different design. So, and then they have the clear folders like the ones we were looking at before, which I think is very cool. And they have a special sticker editions that kind of match the whole theme. So yeah, check out Yoseka. And also for my fellows in Canada, this is organized a little bit easier to find. This is Wonder Pens, their stationery shop online, that's in Toronto. And here, so they have the 2024 diaries. And, I think Yoseka has these too. It was just kind of not organized the same. And then next is the pencil boards, the clear folders, and some more. It looks like they are sold out of the stationery stuff and a couple of the things. So, but yeah, check that stuff out. That's just some of the organizational inserts and so on that you can get. And keep an eye out for special editions. I know Yoseka has done the special edition ones with Traveler's Company as well. And I'll say that my final word on the Midori notebook is, for my personal needs, I would like at least 3 inserts. So for me wanting the cover to fit and cover everything, it doesn't meet my particular needs. If I was only using 1 or 2 inserts, no problem. I love the system. The leather is very nice. It's nicely designed. But for myself, and my own recommendation would be that if you are planning on using more than 3 inserts, perhaps you want to keep looking. So these do scratch easily, but they wear nicely and kind of patina. So it's just part of the look, and it's part of the charm, and that's how it is. And if that bothers you with all the scratching and stuff, then there are other brands and other leathers that might hold up a little bit better than this one does. And maybe using like a leather balm might help the situation, as well as kind of a protectant or something to enrich it so it doesn't look so stark. But yeah, how about your opinions on this? Obviously, there are so many people that use lots of inserts, like 6, and the thing is huge and bulging, and that's fine, and no, and it doesn't seem to bother many. What's your personal, what are your thoughts? Put them in the comments below. Tell me if you have a Midori, if you love it. How many inserts do you use? I'd be curious to see how many people are putting in here. And also, if you have another brand that you prefer, I'd also be interested in that. Thank you very much for watching, and it's all up to you now.